time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too. In the pocket,
it's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Barkley will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Shotgun snap for Hurts. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alex, it's hot! Get hot! What are you?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Trying to hit his fullback there. So that brings up 2nd down.
quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect. Brock gets third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. They're going to be set up with first and goal after that INT. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Great. Set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Flying forward on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. So they stick with the hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball, he won't be denied.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sheen Ali on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or 2 to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
No touch.
They give it to the back of the zone lead. And he gets in. They push out the lead to 16-0. Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now and a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
Ali to return it. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart, but different than Braveheart. These guys